In a small town nestled between rolling hills and serene lakes, lived a girl named Hana. Her life was a blend of simplicity and hardship, but she carried an unbreakable spirit. At 16, Hana's world revolved around her family, school, and her dream of becoming a doctor. Her father worked tirelessly as a carpenter, and her mother managed a small grocery store. Together, they instilled in Hana the values of hard work and perseverance. Hana's dream wasn't an easy one. The local school had limited resources, and the nearest hospital was miles away. Yet, she was determined. Every day after school, Hana would walk to the library, which was an hour away, to study. The librarian, Mrs. Takahashi, noticed Hana's dedication and began mentoring her. She introduced Hana to medical books and helped her with difficult subjects. Despite her efforts, Hana faced numerous challenges. Her family's financial situation was fragile. Her father's health was deteriorating due to years of hard labor, and her mother's grocery store was struggling to compete with larger supermarkets. One evening, after a particularly tough day, Hana's father sat her down. "Hana, I see how hard you're working," he said, his voice filled with love and concern. "But you need to understand that our circumstances might not allow you to follow your dream. It's important to be practical." Tears welled up in Hana's eyes, but she nodded. She knew her father was right, but giving up wasn't an option. That night, she made a promise to herself. She would find a way to achieve her dream, no matter the obstacles. The next morning, Hana began researching scholarships and financial aid programs. She reached out to organizations, wrote countless letters, and applied for every opportunity she could find. Months passed with no positive responses, but she didn't lose hope. One day, a letter arrived. It was from a prestigious foundation that offered scholarships to underprivileged students. Hana's hands trembled as she opened it. She had been selected for an interview. Overjoyed, she prepared meticulously, with Mrs. Takahashi's guidance. On the day of the interview, Hana traveled to the city. The foundation's office was in a towering building, and Hana felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She was greeted by a panel of judges who asked her about her background, her dreams, and why she wanted to become a doctor. Hana spoke from her heart. She shared stories of her father's struggles and her mother's resilience. She talked about the lack of medical facilities in her town and how she wanted to make a difference. By the end of the interview, the judges were visibly moved. Weeks later, another letter arrived. Hana had been awarded a full scholarship to a prestigious medical school. Her family couldn't believe it. There were tears of joy, laughter, and hugs. Hana's father, with a proud smile, said, "You've proved that dreams can come true with hard work and determination." As Hana prepared to leave for medical school, she promised her parents that she would come back and serve their community. Her journey was just beginning, but she knew that the road ahead would be filled with challenges. However, she was ready to face them, armed with the lessons she had learned and the support of her loved ones. At medical school, Hana excelled. She faced tough competition, rigorous exams, and sleepless nights, but her determination never wavered. She made friends who shared her passion and professors who mentored her. Each day brought her closer to her dream. Years later, Hana graduated with honors. She returned to her hometown as Dr. Hana, ready to fulfill her promise. She set up a small clinic with the help of her community. The clinic became a beacon of hope, providing much-needed medical care to the town's residents. Hana's journey inspired many. She was invited to speak at schools, community centers, and even international conferences. Her story of perseverance, resilience, and the power of dreams resonated with people from all walks of life. She became a symbol of hope, proving that no matter where you come from or how tough your circumstances are, with determination and hard work, anything is possible. Hana's story spread far and wide. Videos of her speeches went viral on YouTube, garnering millions of views. People were inspired by her journey, and many reached out to her, sharing their own dreams and struggles. Hana made it a point to respond to as many messages as she could, offering words of encouragement and advice. One particular message stood out. It was from a young girl named Emmy, who lived in a remote village. Emmy's story was similar to Hana's. She too dreamed of becoming a doctor, but faced numerous obstacles. Hana decided to visit Emmy's village. There, she met Emmy and her family, who reminded her so much of her own. Hana took Emmy under her wing, mentoring her just as Mrs. Takahashi had done for her. She helped Emmy apply for scholarships, provided her with study materials, and guided her through the challenges. Years later, Emmy too achieved her dream, becoming a doctor and setting up a clinic in her village. Hana's legacy continued to grow. She established a foundation to support underprivileged students aspiring to pursue medical careers. Through this foundation, she helped countless students, just like herself and Emmy, to rise above their circumstances and achieve their dreams. The story of Hana is a testament to the power of dreams, hard work, and the support of a loving community. It teaches us that no matter how tough the journey, with determination and perseverance, we can overcome any obstacle and turn our dreams into reality. Hana's journey shows that the true measure of success is not in personal achievement alone, but in the impact we have on others. By lifting others, Hana not only fulfilled her dream, but also created a ripple effect that changed many lives for the better.